In 2021, PSO established a scholarship here at OSUIT that supports students pursuing an associate's degree in applied science in the high voltage line technician program. We're incredibly thankful for PSO's support of our students, and we're very excited to hear tonight from their Vice President of Distribution Operations, Jennifer Ellis. Jennifer is responsible for the operation and maintenance of the electrical distribution service that serves approximately 568,000 customers throughout Oklahoma. Previously, she served as PSO's Director of Reliability and Grid Modernization, where she led the forestry team and reliability engineering team. She also acted as storm coordinator and had responsibility for businesses and continuity planning at PSO. She joined PSO in 1998 as a distribution design engineer and has held various leadership roles within PSO across the course of her career. She earned her Bachelor's of Science in Electrical Engineering from the University of Arkansas in 1995 and then completed the AEP Leadership Program at Ohio State in 2008. She currently also serves, she is not busy enough, she currently also serves on the Board of Directors for the Disaster Resilience Network and resides in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Thank you, Jennifer, for being here.
Thank you so much. Appreciate the introduction and really happy to be here with everybody this evening. As Charlie mentioned, we serve about 570,000 customers across the state. Quite simply put, our job is to provide safe, reliable service and basically to keep the lights on for our customers. We were having some discussion this evening at the table, and what we were talking about is electricity used to be somewhat of a luxury, probably back in the 20s, with the light bulbs just coming in. That's not true today. Today it's a necessity. So very pleased to be here. I want to talk a little bit about our partnership with OSUIT. Really value that partnership. Charlie mentioned the high voltage program. We at PSO, one of our retired employees, Jim Couch, he helped stand that program up. So the partnership was back from the very beginning in the 90s. We also had 3 retired PSO employees that were long-term instructors within the program. So long-standing history. Currently, right now, Mr. Randy Six and Brent Bailey are both on the advisory board. If you're not familiar with the advisory board, what their function is that it's made up of potential employers and suppliers, and their function is really to give advice regarding the curriculum. We partner in a number of ways. Last year and coming up near term, we're out here and we interact with the students. One of the things we do, we've got poles that these folks have to climb. And as part of that, we do a rescue training. So a pole top rescue training. That took place last year and getting ready to take place, I think, Randy, in April again. May. So coming up soon. Charlie talked a little bit about our program and the scholarship. So that scholarship, it's $75,000, and this year we've got 5 students that were scholarship recipients over a 3-year period, so $75,000, $25,000 a year. We've got 2 of those students with us tonight, Grace, who will be speaking after me, and we've got Zane with us as well, and another intern that's interning at PSO. So his dad is, he's a 2nd generation. His dad is a 1st generation lineman that works for the company. So with regards to the program itself, it is a huge benefit to us in terms of students coming into our workforce. A very large majority of our line person workforce is made up of OSUIT graduates. Many go on to do other things, so they start out in the line program and they move on to other roles. One of the things that our company offers is as you graduate and you start working, we have a program with continual education. Many students and many of our folks take advantage of that. They go back to school. So Randy is a graduate, a recent graduate, so he had a 2-year degree, just went back and finished his 4-year degree. He manages our McAllister district, and Okmulgee is part of McAllister district. Brent is also a graduate. We've got another supervisor. Brent supervises the Okmulgee area for us. We've got the supervisor of our dispatch center who's also recently graduated from OSUIT with a 4-year degree. So a fantastic partnership, and can't speak highly enough of the program here and the partnership that we have. One of the benefits that we gain from it is that when a student comes out of OSUIT, they know what they're getting into. So what our line persons do, they climb 40-foot poles and taller, day in and day out. They work out in the weather. That's not an easy thing to do. So when you flip your light switch, you expect it to come on. It comes on for a reason, because we've got folks out there that are out in the elements making sure those lights stay on. They're maintaining our lines, and they do a fantastic job keeping the lights on. So couldn't be more proud of our line folks out in the field. I'd like to end just briefly with a safety message, and it applies regardless of whether you're in the line person program or not. If you're a student, I would encourage you to always have a questioning attitude and learn. For us, we're working with lines that are energized anywhere from 120 volts all the way up to 345,000 volts. So if you think about it from that perspective, you want to make sure that you're asking questions, you're learning, and you always need to trust your gut. Always trust your gut. If something doesn't feel right, if you don't understand, always ask questions. My experience is that as you go into the workforce, especially with our company, I had folks that took me under their wing, they encouraged me, and they were always willing to answer questions, always. So I'll just end with that as a safety message. Always have a questioning attitude, and always trust your gut. Thank you.